Fala pessoal, Areta mais uma vez aqui, mais uma sessão, né, do Areta Talk, com mais um podcast para vocês, trazendo para vocês sempre os melhores atletas, né, de fisiculturismo, do nosso calendário, da nossa atualidade do esporte. E como sempre, eu sempre faço as transmissões, sempre trago muita informação sobre o esporte e é uma honra, né, ter este convidado. Mas antes, agradecer ao nosso apoio, ao nosso patrocínio, né? A gente sempre tem o apoio aí da MHP Strong. Então, se você gosta dos suplementos de alta performance da gringa para chegar na tua casa, tá o link aqui no nosso QR Code na tela, é só você conferir que vai chegar para você no maior conforto, né? E com as fórmulas americanas, que eu acho que é o mais importante, o que todo mundo gosta, né, de suplementação internacional, é isso. Então, corre lá e traz esse apoio aí para a gente também. So, I'm so glad to announce that I'm here with the top contender from Classic Physique, from Mr. Olympia, actually,
Thank you. Thank you for
Ruff
having me.
Diesel, or Terrence Ruffing.
Just rough diesel.
Just
yeah, man.
rough?
Yeah.
How-
No, thank you for having me. It's been a long time. A couple months we've been trying to plan this out, and finally, yeah, I'm
And
excited.
actually, I'm happy because we are planning something online, and now we could do like face to face, so it's much better.
Much better. Yeah, for sure.
And Brazil just pop up in your calendar like from nowhere, right?
Yeah. I did the show just to do the interview. That's the whole reason why I'm like,
You see, that I am the reason I brought Rough Diesel for you guys. So give me a thanks. So thank you for coming. I know it's been a long trip. I know you have been in a big stage, but it's really good. It's really good to have with us here in Brazil, and also to bring that aesthetic form and also your performance on stage, so Brazilians can understand the importance, the value, and how I admire bodybuilding. And you are an example of it.
Well, thank you. Yeah. I hope to spread that across the world, that like bodybuilding is more than just what you do in the gym. It's still an art form,
And you translate that very well on your page, and everybody I think that follows you feel that emotion, feel how you treat the sport as an artwork. So that's awesome. But thinking about Terrence, I know you won rough, but the little Terrence back in Alabama, right?
Okay.
How that boy sees bodybuilding, how that boy chose bodybuilding
Well,
back in the days.
I didn't find out about bodybuilding until I was 18 years old. I was in the military for about a year. I was going through this special forces program, and I was very, very small. I was like 25 pounds, which is like maybe like 55 kilos or so.
Yeah.
And I ended up not making it. I had a month left. I didn't make it. And so I told myself, you'll get bigger, you'll come back, and you'll make it through. But as I was starting to go to the gym, I just fell in love with bodybuilding, and I forgot about the special forces stuff. And I finished my 4 years that I had left in the military, and then did bodybuilding full time after that.
So your main goal was about military. It wasn't bodybuilding at all.
For the first 3-4 months, I guess. But very quickly I gained like 30 pounds, which I was still small, but it's a lot of weight, from so 15 kilos, so 55 kilos.
In 3 months you got like 15 kilos? It's a lot.
Yeah. So and it slowed down a lot since then, but when I first started, I gained a lot. And I started bodybuilding while I was in the military. I did 2 Olympias while serving, and yeah.
But you turned pro like with 21 years, right?
21 years, yeah.
So you fall in love in bodybuilding in only 3 years. You got into the stage, got your pro card, and started your career as a profession as a bodybuilder pro.
Yeah. My first show was April
Everything was so fast.
2013, and then I got my pro card in November. My first show was April 2013, and then I got my pro card in November of 2014. Yeah,
1
so
year later.
yeah, like a year and a half. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Um,
And you did it all by yourself, or you already started with a coach?
yeah, definitely a coach. I always believe that like I always try to use people who know more than
Uh-huh.
me, you know, to
Uh-huh.
help. Like they've already been through the hard times, they already made the mistakes, and you know, if you want to get somewhere a little faster, you want to find someone who's already done it, you know?
Yeah, you were already rise even in a young age. But how it's good because here in Brazil, bodybuilding is getting big, and all the time we see young athletes throwing themselves in, with knowledge that they don't know where they come from. It's good. Give advice for these guys because sometimes I get very upset how we have a lot of information on the internet, but at the same time, they're good and bad information, and people cannot filter it.
That's what's hard, you know, like it's some things that are like, you know, being in the sport 10 years, there is a lot of good information, but there's also just as much bad information, you know? So it's hard to know what's right and what's wrong. My biggest advice is, yeah, you should find a mentor, but at the same time, you should want to learn as much as you can yourself, so you know and understand what's good and what's bad, you know, because ultimately it's your body, you know.
Yeah. So just listen to the not the older, but the wiser ones.
The wiser people. I mean, usually there's clues, you know. Usually they have good athletes. The athletes stay a long time because you might have a good athlete, but a coach may be doing the wrong things to get them to look that way, and then they don't last very long. So, good athletes, a lot of good athletes, if you can find them, and athletes that look healthy, they compete for a while because they are healthy, you know, things like that.
So just pay attention to the signs.
Pay attention, yeah, yeah.
It's good to have this type of criticism as you decide who is going to be your coach, right?
Right,
But you turned into pro and you were a top contender already and a runner up in 20 and 21, right?
right, right.
And then you skipped 24. How was that mentally to be out of Olympia and how you made that decision?
Well, that was the second time I did it. The first time was in 2019,
Uh-huh.
and it was the same thing. I was doing better, and then was not doing better,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, okay, well,
You had that episode that you had to go up and down the stairs of the mall, right?
yeah, yeah,
In Las Vegas.
I figured, you know, there was this controversy with height and hair, and that was
Hair is a problem.
yeah, yeah. And I was so confused on why it was fluctuating, but it was my hair. My hair is thinning a bit. So, because every single show except one before that, I had a certain height. And that was the second show in, what was that, 2023? So the second show since 2016 that has ever happened, I was shorter. Yeah, my hair was a lot shorter too. So, yeah, yeah. You live and learn. I had no idea at the time, but it made sense after seeing everything that happened this year, you know? But yeah, basically I just knew I needed more time to gain size, you know? And like a lot of people, they get caught up with competing every single year all the time because it's fun competing. You get the people on social media supporting you, you look great, you know, all that stuff, but
You see your body changing, all these
Yeah.
strategies working, right?
but if you look the same every show, even if you look good and you're shredded, if you don't make a change, then eventually other people are gonna surpass you and get better, you know? So for me, I knew I needed more time.
So it was a easy decision,
Yeah, yeah,
like to
yeah.
skip 1 year because it's like a lot of athletes they feel like a bond like by when they don't compete they feel like by they are alone like they are like nobody else cares about them and they feel like I don't know I already heard a lot from other
Yeah.
athletes that I don't like to stop competing because everybody forgets about you. Did you have that
Yeah.
feeling in some moment?
It's it's honestly kind of true. Like I mean it is, but you know, with me, I had the belief that I would come back better and it wouldn't matter, you know. But yeah, no, it is like people do forget about you very quickly. It's crazy how many people told me they thought I hadn't competed in 3 4 years. I was like, dude, it was I missed one
Only one
Olympia.
year.
Yeah, yeah. So it's people are very quick to forget.
No, but you did a lot of, even like the process. You did a lot of content. You
Hmm.
did a lot of posts. We saw a different side of you during this
Hmm.
year that you were out of stage. For me, it doesn't feels like that, but I understand
Yeah.
the big public, like, because they don't follow that close the
Hmm.
athletes, and you're not on stage. But you feel like your body works better when you compete a lot, or you always need more time.
Yeah, I need more time to grow, but when I compete a lot, I'm fine. So that's how I am. So like I'm doing three shows in 3 weeks.
Yeah, three
I
shows in
feel
a row.
fine. Yeah. And when I'm in like that's I think everyone has gifts with bodybuilding. For me, I feel fine in prep. I get lean pretty easy.
Hmm.
And but the weaknesses are it takes me longer to put on size. So, it's just life.
Yeah, you have to find your balance. And you were known as a crazy aesthetic physique.
Hmm.
Like you were like the what really means to be a classic physique. When we think about being classic physique, we see you.
Okay.
How is your training? How do you split your training? Give us some secrets.
It's pretty I guess wild now. I've done a lot over the years. So basically when I first started I was doing very high volume. I grew pretty well and then it plateaued,
Hmm.
and so then I met hypertrophy coach. His name's Joe Bennett, and then we lowered the volume a bit. We did push pull legs, and then we would rest, and then we would do like an upper body day or like maybe an arm day, something
Hmm.
like that. So two more days on stuff I needed to work on, and then we rest again. So a 5 day split, and then I hit another plateau, and so for the past year and a half, I've been training 4 days a week. I'll do like an upper body on the first day, then lower body, then I'll rest, repeat, and then I'll rest 2 days.
Hmm.
So, and I've been loving that. The workout's so long, but I don't know, I love it. It's been great. I
I
feel
think it's the
great.
best part of training.
Yeah.
It's the training, right? For the
Hmm.
prep.
I think like yeah, you definitely gotta love the training part of it. And there's been certain times where I was like, I don't really love it. But
Hmm.
this split I have now is I love it 100%.
So you just rest 2 days, train for 4 days, and that's it.
No, it's 4 days a week.
Oh,
So
4 days a
So
week.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So it's
Oh,
actually
okay.
not a whole lot. They're long because I'm doing
But you
like
train two
half.
times a day or only once?
So it depends. Like in the off season, so now because my energy is kind of lower,
Uh-huh.
I have to split it because I'll do. So say for instance, I'll do like chest and back in the morning, and then shoulders in the afternoon, or I'll do arms in the morning and legs in the afternoon. But there's been times where I just do it all at once especially in the off season when I have a lot of food. It takes like an hour and a half too, but I feel fine. It just depends. Now, no, I need to split it. Yeah.
But as a device, it's always good to keep testing different
That's what I do.
strategies.
I think, but the thing is, 100%, that's how I do everything. Like everything has a reason and like a purpose. And so the only way you can make smart decisions is if you're keeping a record of everything. So like I keep track of the weights I use, the reps, the amount of sets,
You take
and
notes of everything.
yeah, my workouts, yeah, all of it's written down, and then um,
That's great.
I assess based on that.
It's kind of an old school thing, right? Because Milos
Yeah.
Harsev always posts his notebook about
Really?
his trainings, even diet, and even the everything he posts, like when he did back in the days.
See, yeah, yeah. So I'm very similar. Like I'm really like I can get to the point now, especially the last prep where I did one extra set, and then the next week I knew the weight I used on that set would be less because I did a little bit too much.
Hmm.
Like that's how if you really lock it in, you can see that type of stuff. You know, it's
That's
cool.
that's great. It's a scientific strategy.
Yeah.
People just take notes of what you do so you can compare what you're gonna change or not.
Hmm.
And you are know about your performance too. You do any type of training like specific for that, like any dance training, ballet training? We are seeing, actually I've been seeing a lot of girls right now, but already saw some boys inspiring Arnold just doing some ballet classes here in Brazil.
Very cool.
It's you do something like that, or
No,
you
I've
learn by yourself?
for the most part, I'm a visual learner. So like when I was a kid, my mom took a lot of dance classes, so I think that helped a bit. I was too nervous to do any of that, just too shy. But I've taken like a dance class maybe for a couple weeks, and I liked it. It just was a lot of effort, and but no, most of it I just learned myself. I watched like the old posers, and then I watched a lot of dancers too. And I just kind of eventually got to a point where I felt like I made my own type of posing style. Yeah.
How was that Labrada uh, show that you did?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was awesome.
You know what? I want to do it again because one, they
He's
didn't.
gonna do every year.
I don't know, but I'm gonna ask them to do it again because I didn't get to do exactly what I wanted. Like I was here when and the guest posing was the week after I left,
Yeah.
and they didn't tell me they were doing that until I was here. I'm like, man,
Really?
y'all
It
didn't give
was
me.
kind of surprise 1 week before.
Yeah, I was like, I need. So it was very rushed in my opinion. So I would love to do that one more time, and they were asking me to do something with Logan on stage, so he did his full routine on the thing, but I had to do only a couple seconds on it and then run up to the stage to do some posing with him. So I want to do it again, definitely.
You guys have to spend more time in that thing.
Yeah, because
That thing was crazy.
it was beautiful, like the
Was
photos and the lighting.
yeah.
Yeah,
That thing was something else. And of course we understand that they actually he put more value on that.
yeah.
He treated you like a Greek god.
And I was honest
You
again.
didn't feel like that?
I was a little nervous because it was different. Like I'm
Uh-huh.
very much. I
And
like
that
this.
thing was moving?
It was moving, and it was in the middle of the crowd, so not on stage, and it was so you're a lot closer to people. And I wasn't used to that. But lucky I got to see Logan go first, and once I saw him do it, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to get up there. I was good once I saw how cool it looked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. You have like in your free time you do anything but bodybuilding? I know you do some sketching and drawing too.
Yeah. I don't sketch too much anymore. I do I because if I sketch, I won't get up and I won't eat and I won't move for hours until I'm done. So I
You
don't.
get super focused on that.
Yeah. So I do a lot of photography because it's a little bit quicker. Even just making my own reels now, like I enjoy that. Anything to do with like creating something, I like. Um, when I have the energy, me and my friends like Hunter Labrada will go shooting. Because he's a big country boy, so like I
Yeah?
go with him there. And then
That's awesome.
only other thing is I'm really into like movies. Like I know like the directors, the actors, like how much the budgets. I don't know. I'm just really into like the industry. Yeah.
You see, there's a person behind of this pro athlete. There's something else. Yeah, because people don't see they see you guys like like a Superman.
Okay.
Here in Brazil, especially, like they don't feel like you have a regular life. So right now with social media, people are showing more like family, kids, and give more into their intimacy and
Yeah.
regular life. So, but your page, you have only bodybuilding.
I guess yeah, because it's mostly like I live by
I'm not
myself.
complaining. I'm not
No,
complaining.
yeah.
I really enjoy it, but it's good to know that you have other interests too.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because like most bodybuilders they live with a bunch of people, like their wife, they got kids and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Me, I still live by myself, so like a lot of I don't know, it's a little bit harder. And then it's taken me a long time to get comfortable like with cameras and whatnot. So I feel like I'm just now getting the hang of all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You improved a lot, everything about social media and
Yeah, yeah.
your content. Like you expose a lot of things, a lot of details. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Well, like I definitely like I think bodybuilding is about improving in every aspect of life.
Hmm.
So like I know a lot of bodybuilders I mean it's nothing wrong with this, but they only think about bodybuilding. Like that's it, you know. And even then I don't think they think about bodybuilding like they should. But I just can't help myself. Like I told you on the way here, like I was editing a video. I just can't sit still and do nothing. Like I always want to get better at whatever it is that I'm doing,
Hmm.
you know. And like I see like in the fitness industry now, you have people who never hopped on stage get popular, and it's because they've developed a skill in like social media. Like they're
Yeah.
good at videos or talking and stuff. And I'm like, I want to be good at all that, you know.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know, so I'm working on it. And even to the point like
You're already good enough.
I've been doing it 10 years, and to see like people I turned pro with, like their social media is like completely falling off, and it's
Uh-huh.
because they're still treating it like they did 10 years ago, you know.
Yeah.
Like you have to like change and evolve, and it's always something to learn, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially everything about social, it changes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So at the same time, you focus on the sport and also improve on social media. It's something else. Like
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, and you
level up
need
your game as for everything because the sponsors depends on you too, right?
you at this day and age, you can't just be in the gym. You kind of have to do both. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's good and bad. Like the good is you control your image. The bad is you need to learn how to do like 3 4 different jobs. You need to be a videographer.
Yeah.
All this different, a
Everything.
photographer. All this stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do you feel about the new generation? Not in social, but on stage.
On stage.
Yeah. You
I
feel like scary, like a lot of new faces coming because we look to we look at the stage of classic physique is like 60 guys, 70 guys.
hmm
Like
like I've been here since the start, and I've seen everyone's gone that I started. Like Breon said, he's leaving Classic again for the third
yeah,
time.
he said
for,
that
the,
all
for the
I
third
already
time.
I already interviewed him in person in Dubai and he was in that same talk thing. Like
So
I'm living classic, I'm going to two and two and he never goes.
so maybe I'm the last person. We don't know, if it depends on Breon, but me and Breon are the only two guys left from the first Olympia, the first
Uh-huh.
year. There's some guys that'll come back, but they haven't placed. So like the level of athletes and the level of competition is always going up every single year, and I
Mm-hmm.
think like a couple of times I thought like, oh, it can't get any better than this, and then it does.
And he does.
So it doesn't scare me because I've seen enough of it to know like this always coming,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'm going to do my best to be one of the best as long as I can, but I'm also aware that like nothing lasts forever, just hopefully it lasts a little while. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And now, and you feel like it's a good motivation to see all these new
I
athletes.
love it. I love it. Honestly, like one, I love it because it motivates me.
Uh-huh.
Like I like
Yeah, I
it's weird.
see like that.
It's weird because like I don't know. Like I remember being like I turned pro at 21, and now I've been doing it 10 years. I'm 31, and like I don't feel I'm not old, and I don't feel old, but to certain athletes I am like old. Like they
Yeah.
said, "Oh, I saw
No,
you when I was
because you
a."
have been in the industry, but it starts too young.
Yeah, yeah. And so like it's one thing I enjoy is like helping as much as I can, because when I started there was no help because we were the first people.
Uh-huh.
Like no, and the bodybuilders didn't really care to
Actually, you
help.
guys build the class. Like nobody
Yeah.
even know, even you guys didn't know how
hmm
it was going to be.
But so like like I've done my best. Like Lavinio, like he reached out about the visa, and I did my best. I couldn't help very much, but like
Mm-hmm.
I told him to reach out to the Olympia, see if they could help. Even with Mamoli, the Italian kid, he missed his call outs.
Yeah, it was the number
Yeah.
28. He
And so
didn't listen. Yeah.
so we spoke about it for a while, and
Hmm.
and like I try to help a lot of the younger guys as much as I can.
So you guys change message and support each other. It's not only about like I'm gonna defeat you. It's not.
I don't know what other people do. That's what I do. I'm competitive, like
Uh-huh.
for sure. I'm gonna be confident. I'm gonna say I'm gonna win a show and whatever. But like, if you actually need help, I'm more than happy to help. Like even Mike had some stuff going on with his visa in Mexico.
Hmm.
And I tried to help him with that. But yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
think
but
you can
yeah,
you can be competitive and be confident, but be respectful and
and
still
supportive. Yeah, to each other
yeah. I think a lot of guys they don't know how to do both. They're scared to be confident,
and show
and like
weakness.
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
It's kind of, yeah, it's about mindset, I think. Like it's not about time, but it's about wisdom, because sometimes we see guys like old enough, like in the competition business,
hmm,
and they don't even deal
yeah.
very good with defeat. They
We
don't
just
deal with other competitors. We just saw that.
you just did a post on it recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Was shocked at that post. Yeah, she said anyway. Um, I think it's difficult. Like I can understand as an athlete, like there's no like guide to how you should do this stuff, and there's no help.
Hmm.
Even like if you look at like basketball players or whatever, they have people that manage them and tell them and try to lead them in the right way. But when you turn pro, they're just like, you're pro now, figure it out.
Yeah, you're by yourself.
Yeah. So, for me, like I've read like a ton of books, and like I finally feel like I kind of understand, like, or I'm in a good place, with bodybuilding.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That shows a lot of self-confidence too.
Hmm.
When you open to others, you trust your process, and you kind of know what you're capable of,
Hmm.
even giving the others a nice time and talk. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's, I like it, really like it, because it's very hard. Actually, not in only bodybuilding, like
In
in
anything.
anything. Like people are not nice to each other.
So I just became partner of an equipment company, right? And like,
Uh-huh.
I love just bodybuilding equipment. Like that's another thing I like, nerd about.
It's
Um,
related to
yeah, it
bodybuilding.
is, it is. But it was crazy. Like I talked to different owners and like how they were before I became partner, and then how they were after. Like, uh, the one guy, like I respect him more than anyone else. The owner of New Tech, they call him
Hmm.
the captain. I think he's the smartest guy out there, and I think I feel like he has that confidence because once I became a partner, he thanked me.
Hmm.
When I saw him in Vegas, he was nothing but nice. He wanted to give me some gifts as well. But then there was another guy who owned the brand, and he got super weird. He didn't want to he didn't want to tell me anything. He didn't want to talk to me.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't mean, but you could tell like he shut down and he wanted to
Yeah.
like. I'm like, okay. So yeah, you're right. In every industry, people they get I hate the word insecure, but I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of that. Yeah.
yeah.
That's great that you have that self-confidence, just gonna get you to better places.
Thank you, thank you.
And uh, about Brazil, you are here,
Yeah,
right? You're in Ramon Gino territory.
yeah.
And how did you felt about getting third place in Mr. Olympia?
I was disappointed,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a little bit of everything. I was a little disappointed, because I went into that show very confident, thinking I was gonna win.
Yeah, you did the job.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You did
yeah.
everything you're supposed to.
Um, but at the same time, I was very grateful. Because I didn't compete last year. The year before that, I got fifth. The year before that, I got sixth.
Mm-hmm.
So even though we didn't get the main goal, we improved a lot. And like being kind of like it's weird because I hate to say it, but in bodybuilding, like if you're not top three, like it's a whole, like, the top three are on a whole different level of like popularity than even four, five, six, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the difference from going from from second to sixth, and even it was 4 years since I played second. um, the popularity of classic is completely different
Yeah.
because like I have better before even the third place. I got better contracts now, better sponsorships, and more support than I did when I was placed in second place. So even if I don't have the same placing, there's a lot more love and there's a lot more respect for the whole division as a whole. So I love that too. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's been interesting because um, I know, like, obviously, like, again, third place is amazing. Like, not many people would say they're third best at anything in life, but um, it's still not quite what I wanted. But for some reason, like, I was a little disappointed. It only lasted like 10, 15 minutes. Like, I get
Mm-hmm.
backstage, I'm like, man, and then like, I see my trainer, and then we like immediately start talking about, okay, what we're gonna do for the off season. Like, I think we need to work on this. We need to work on this, and like,
Uh-huh.
I'm like motivated,
Uh-huh.
excited. Yeah,
So you change your mindset like very quickly. But the popular, it was the first year without Chris Bumstead.
yeah, yeah.
And you were like kind of worried about how the class would be without him, because all the time, like his six titles, everybody was saying, well, oh, the classic, it's all about Sebum.
hmm
All everyone was talking about that. But how you feel the first year
I think it was
without
just
him?
as awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think one, and that I
I
don't think
don't think it changed it.
no, I think it was just as exciting because you had there was no one, no like person you knew that was gonna win. There was a lot. It was an open door.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Chris was amazing, obviously, but I think there's a lot of talent in classic. So the only thing I am curious to know if I'm a business guy too. Am curious to know if like the numbers dripped or anything like that, like went down or went up or what,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with him being gone. But I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it did.
Yeah, the filling, I don't think
It
got
sold
any
out.
different. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was sold out, and even here in Brazil, everybody was talking about that, and on internet all over. So I don't feel it changed.
good, good.
So we are still growing, right? It's positive. So
Yeah,
everybody's gonna keep growing, and the sports too. But you feel any difference when people deals with classic and men's open? Because there's still a lot of people that says that the show is all about men's open. Classic physique is still just for the young people.
I think they're a little bit behind now. I think they could have said that 5 years ago,
Uh-huh.
when I was placed in second. But like those young people are 5 years older now. They're probably anywhere from like 20,
25
20
to
to like
35.
35.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I think, yeah, they come to the show. Like, I would, the last, so granted, at the athletes meeting, you can leave whenever.
Hmm.
So, but the last two people that were there were me and Jeremy Buendia.
So
Everyone else is gone.
classic and
So it's
men's
still
physique. Yeah.
popular. Like, granted, the bodybuilders, they probably left early because they competed the next day. I don't
Uh-huh.
compete till Saturday. So I always stay late because I'm like, well, I'm doing nothing tomorrow. And I feel for those guys because they make them do the meeting and then they compete the next day.
Yeah.
It's tough, but still, like, I have fans until they kick everybody out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And about, you just came from the meeting here in Muscle Contest. How do you feel about the Brazilian athletes level?
I think it's high. Like, again, um, I think the level of athletes that Brazilians bring, it may not be like a lot of athletes they bring to the Olympia, but obviously the caliber is high. You got Ramon winning the Olympia,
Mm-hmm.
Natalia winning as well,
Mm-hmm.
Eduarda. I mean, like,
Eduarda
yeah. So
in
like,
wellness. Yeah.
you got I who I think he plays top five in men's physique. Diogo, I think, or
No, it was we had Edvan in top five.
okay,
Yeah, and Victor Chaves too was he looks like Diogo. Victor
okay, okay,
Chaves. Yeah,
okay.
the short guy. Yeah.
So I mean, I think the caliber of athletes is very, very high here, and it's because of the culture. Like again, like I've been in it so long, and I kind of saw when Brazil was really coming up. Like
Hmm.
you always had good Brazilian athletes, like Eduardo Correa, but like I don't know, like 4 or 5 years ago, it just seemed to explode.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. I don't know what happened or who did it or what, but it's been very cool to see the culture of bodybuilding here, and I think I think that's the big reason why bodybuilders, the athletes are doing so well. Is because everyone supports everyone. I've seen where like bodybuilding pages will learn from the best people that speak English and translate it for the whole community.
Hmm.
I think that's crazy cool, right? Um,
Yeah, we try to spread the word as
it's
much as we can. Yeah.
yeah, I don't see any other culture or country doing that.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think it's cool.
You feel difference when you come to Brazil and train like with Pacho or from the coaches from US, from the trainers from US. You feel any difference?
Pacho trains very similar to my trainer, so I'm
Oh
I'm
yeah.
lucky. Like obviously, um, they're probably not the norm in the U.S. Like a lot of guys trainers, they kind of train more like a Charles Glass, like a little bit higher volume, like a bunch
Hmm.
of different angles. I feel like Pacho, like I got lucky with my trainer. They train very similarly. So I don't feel too much difference. The one thing I think is cool though is like you know, um, in the U.S. we're so spread out. There's not much camaraderie or friendship
Hmm.
because we're all like I don't think a lot of people not from the US understands how big the US is.
Yeah,
It's
people
it's
doesn't understand.
huge.
It's huge.
It'll take like 4 or 5 days to go from Florida to
California.
California.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of times we're so spread out, we're not very close. It's almost like different countries sometimes. Like
Brazil is kind of that too. We are
okay.
big, but what happens here that everybody came to live in São Paulo.
See that's the cool part.
Yeah, because Ramon is from Acre. It's just like another country.
Okay,
It's
okay,
more
okay.
close to Amazon, more for the north,
Okay.
more to the north. So São Paulo is more in the southwest. So here, as a big city, we concentrate the majority of the athletes, but
See,
we are still big too.
I
As
think that's the reason though why it's doing better here. It's almost like how bodybuilding was in the '70s in the U.S., where everyone went to California.
yeah,
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 yeah. That's the feeling. Yeah,
mm,
yeah. It's cool. And right now you have in front of you Ramon and Mike.
yeah.
What's the strategy to defeat both?
You know, honestly, this is my viewpoint. Is like 99%, especially Mike. Mike can't gain any more weight whatsoever. Ramon, I'm not sure. I think he's at the limit too. For me, I weighed in at 178.2 pounds,
Uh-huh.
and the cutoff is 182.
187?
No,
No,
I they
182?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I was right on it, and so 182. And that was after eating and drinking, so probably even more weight I can gain. So the game plan is, like I said, I need long off seasons, so uh, do these two shows and nothing else into the Olympia. So God willing, I can gain the weight. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hard part. Like I'm gifted in a lot of things, but like I've been doing it again 10 years and like I'm still not at the weight cap, and some people reach the weight cap in a year.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
training with not training, helping posing with Andre Pikachu. Uh
Pikachu. Uh-huh.
Pikachu.
André Pikachu.
And he's like, all right, I gained 30 pounds and now I can't wait, I can't do classic anymore. I was like, dude, I wish I had that problem. You know? So I'm gonna work hard to really, really get that weight, because I think if I can.
So you get shredded very easy too, right?
Yeah. I don't have any. I've done like it's crazy. The most stressful years I had in bodybuilding was the 2 years I played second. Like I had like one year I had gyno surgery and I had maybe like an 8 week prep,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next year my coach passed away, John, and
Yeah.
I kind of was in a weird spot, and that prep was 6 weeks. So like I don't need a lot of time at all
Uh-huh.
to prep. It's just the size part, you know.
So is it actually you're facing a different phase of your career, like with more time to do a real strategy,
You know,
right?
right. Well, and I see that with a lot of people, you know, when you're young, like, and I didn't have a lot of opportunities growing up. So like I was saying yes to everything. I'm like, oh, you want a guest posing here and a meet and greet there, you know,
You accept everything.
yeah, I did like I was those years I was traveling 30 weekends out of the year. So like there's 50 weekends and I was gone 30 of them. Like I was in and out. So, you know, I'm older and a little wiser and I'm like, okay, I need to.
So the last year was the first year that you really focus on that, like
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I didn't go.
You didn't travel too much.
I didn't go. Yeah, I didn't go.
Actually, you traveled
I went to Colombia for stem cell therapy. That
in
was it.
Brazil. You came to Brazil too during your prep.
That was during the prep. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I went
You
one
still you're
place.
still traveling.
No, not even close. Not even close. That's one trip versus like every weekend.
Uh-huh. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
Okay, just your strategy. You have 2 shows ahead. I hope you do well. I believe that.
Thank you.
And just I just want quick answers right now.
Okay,
Okay.
quick answers. That's tough for me. All right.
Favorite cheat meal?
I like everything. Last sheet meal, pizza, sushi, Brazilian steakhouse.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what you're planning to eat after
That's
the show?
that's what I did after my last 3 shows. I order all of it.
Brazilian steakhouse?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Best pump up song for you for the gym.
So I like his name is NF. That's he's a rapper. I like him. And then now I found this band called Sleep Token. I've been loving them a lot.
I saw
Yeah.
you posted.
Yeah, yeah. So those two.
One bodybuilder, past or from the present, that is an inspiration for you.
Oof. That's tough. Inspiration.
From any time,
I
like
would say Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler.
You know, like for him to have the mindset he did and play second that many times behind Ronnie and still be focused and still work hard, it's not easy. And even now that he's retired, he's done it probably better than anybody else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's only improving. That's awesome.
Impressive.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Is there any other bodybuilder you want to do a pose down with?
You know, before they pass away, I wanna go see like all the 70s bodybuilders and learn from them. A lot of Brazilians gave me shit because I trained with Rich Kaspari and like they didn't like his training, you know. But I just think it's a respect thing. Like I know some of the methods aren't the best, you know, but like these are legends, and you know, like I'm not gonna tell him like, oh, I'm not gonna do that, you know. I'm gonna do whatever he does for the workout to show my respect for what he's done, and do the workout. I'll ask him questions, and I'll probably learn something here or there, you know. Like it was cool to find out like he was one of the first people to track his food, and that's why he was the first guy to have shredded glutes on stage. You know, I just like history like that, you know. And if I gotta do like 5 sets of 30 on squats to find it out, then you know, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. And what's harder, cutting for a show
you already know. Okay.
or or doing military?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. The military in general is easy, but special forces training is 10 times harder.
Really?
It's not even, yeah, it's not even close. It made going through the bodybuilding process so much easier because like once you test your limits up here, everything else a little bit less is easier, you know? Like yeah, no.
So military improved it actually prepared you for bodybuilding.
Yeah, the discipline, the hard work, doing stuff when you're tired, all that good stuff. Yeah, yeah. Because you in the military, you're taught like, oh, like if you don't do this, you die. You know, like so, like
Yeah.
so, like it's like okay,
It's
well,
all the limits.
yeah, yeah. So,
You have to save your life all the time.
yeah. So you know, even though I like bodybuilding is not easy by any means. Don't get me wrong. It's just it's hard in a different way. Like, I would say bodybuilding is hard because of how long you have to stay consistent. Where like sometimes like military stuff, it gets hard and then it's easy because you like you take a break, you're not deployed, but then it's hard, like that. So yeah,
Some cycles.
cycles. So you get like a little more of a break a lot of times. Yeah.
So it's great. So just leave a message to your fans all over the world, actually, not only Brazil.
Okay. I just want to thank everybody. Like my career's been up and down, but shout out to the people that have supported me the entire time. Shout out to the people that showed me love. Like I do this not to prove the haters wrong, but to prove my supporters right. So appreciate you guys.
So thank you so much for your time, for coming here. So it's been a pleasure for me, and I totally believe that you guys enjoy it, right? Eu acredito que todos vocês gostaram muito. Então, muito obrigada a todos vocês que acompanharam a nossa entrevista, o nosso podcast aqui do Areta Talk. Espero vocês para a próxima e também para as próximas transmissões. Até lá. Tchau, tchau.
Ciao, ciao.